new electronic medical records initiative. This is one that you were tasked with even before you were sworn in. Secretary was volunteering you to start working on that. It's been a tumultuous 2 years for that. The plan now is to restart this summer. That'll be after you're gone. But tell me where you think the modernization effort is now, and whether or not it's getting back to where it needs to be.
Well, listen, I'm disappointed that we haven't been able to have a greater level of deployment, that we've had challenges in people, processes, and technology. But I know this. I know the team that's been working on this electronic health record modernization program has been working tirelessly. And I know that they're keenly focused on making sure that we have a system that is usable for our clinicians, that enhances outcomes for our veterans. And so we've stopped a couple of times. We've stopped because we recognize, as a high reliability organization, when we get feedback from those who are providing care, we need to assess that feedback, and we need to get better and move forward. I'm really confident that the team that we have in place, many of whom have been working on this for a very long time, some of whom are just coming to the project, are prepared, and they're engaged, and they're capable, and they'll deliver success.
So do you feel confident that even as you're leaving here, that team is going to be able to convince the VA workforce that this is still the right path forward?
I think at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we're improving outcomes for vets. That's what this is all about. Yes, our clinicians need a system that's usable, and we're going to hold ourselves accountable to make sure that this system is usable. We're going to hold the contractor accountable to make sure that the technology that they're providing is usable for those clinicians so that we can enhance those outcomes for the vets. So yes, to your question, the team that's in place has the tools, they have the focus, they understand the mission, and they're prepared to move forward with this project toward success.
How, as a veteran in America, how do you think you're viewed at this point? Obviously, right now the lens is, your work at VA and the expectations, the responsibilities, and everything. But we just passed the 20-year anniversary of the start of the Iraq War. We've had 10 years of folks using the GI Bill. We've had massive expansion of the PACT Act and benefits. Do you feel, as a veteran in America, that the people understand your experience? Do you feel like the people have heard these stories now and this is part of it, or do you still feel like the military-civilian divide is an issue that the country needs to deal with?
I think this is something that's pretty complicated because there are some people that don't understand the veteran experience, and those of us who are veterans understand it quite well. And we understand not just our experience, but the experience of our buddies who similarly served. And so it's on us to make sure we deliver the message about our experience so that the broader American population can have that same understanding, or at least an appreciation of what that means. It's funny, Leo, oftentimes you see these stories on television about, a hero or somebody who's engaged in activity to save anybody from a family to a cat, or whatever the circumstance might be. And more often than not, and this is just anecdotal, what I hear as they start to describe that person that answered the call is that person was a veteran, right? That's who the veteran is. The veteran is not a broken human being. The veteran is a person who actually has experiences that can help them help us be a better nation. And that's what we see, and that's who these veterans are, and that's why we owe it to them to serve them as well as they've served us. We owe it to them to make sure that they're aware of the benefits in healthcare that are available to them, and they can take advantage of that, because this veteran population in America today is amazing. And as I said before, is one of the most diverse, I believe, veteran populations that we've ever seen. They are America.
Diversity, outreach, these have been major issues under Secretary McDonough. How's VA doing on that? I mean, you came in a little bit after some of those initiatives have started, but you've been involved in all of that. Is VA doing enough to welcome female veterans, minority veterans, veterans groups that have been historically kept a little to the side by the department?
Listen, we're working hard to make sure that we are serving all veterans. As the Secretary likes to say, I know you've heard him say it, not some veterans. The President empowered us, charged us even, to make sure we're serving all vets, not black vets or white vets or gay vets or straight vets, all vets. And so the effort is there, and the progress, I think, is palpable. It's evident. Look, we just changed our mission statement to reflect the inclusiveness that this administration and this agency has for those who have served our country. And that's widely regarded as demonstration of what's been going on here. Do we have everything right? No, Leo, we don't. Are we working hard to make sure that every vet feels like VA is for them? We absolutely are. I mean, if there's any vet out there who doesn't feel like they can be served by VA, I want to talk to them. You know, your community that listens to you, that reads you, they should know. We want them to come to VA. We're here to serve them. Whenever they served, wherever they served, we're here to make sure that the health care that they've earned, the benefits that they've earned are available to them and their survivors if they're no longer with us. We want their families to come.